Just a little quick video to show you this. This is 1mm inside diameter PTFE tubing, 2mm outside, and running through it is some 20-pound braided fishing line. I use the braided because unlike regular monofilament line, it's not smooth, so it's got a kind of texture that things can grab onto. Anyway, basically it's just the two tubes, one going to the other, and when you move one of these, the other one moves. And then these are just a bearing on this little bracket that I made. It holds the tube. The filament goes through here to a little hole here, and then it's just held in place right now by the bearing and friction. I need to come up with a good way to adjust it, because if you notice, they're not aligned with each other, and it's a pain in the neck to get them to line up. What I probably need to do is to decouple the servo horn from the actual bearing itself, or from the wheel, so that it doesn't matter where it is. Although when you hit here, the hole is here, so the line can't turn any further anyway. But if I wrap it around more than once, then that's not a problem anymore. I also made, to start with, I just 3D printed this little guy, and I did a Lego version of it. You can see here, you can see it back there. And when you turn this, that one turns. This was just the original proof of concept. I wanted to just print something really small and try it out and see how it worked before I went through the trouble of coming up with a whole design for that. And this seems to work really well. And the only friction that I can feel in it is because of the tension of the wheel. And this one actually has two different sized wheels. So if you notice, this one, the diameter is only that big, but this one, it uses the outer diameter. And the only thing I had to modify on these is I just drilled a tiny hole here so that the line could go through. Actually, you can see right there. I don't know if you can see that. Put this underneath it, maybe. See how it goes over to the edge and then bends. It's because it's hitting the end of travel for that. But on this one, the hole for this one is here, which means that this one is actually wrapped around more than once, which is how it's able to get a full rotation here on this end. And over here, it's like 270 degrees or so, something like that, 3/4 of a turn. But I gotta tell you that just playing with this is weird, because it feels, I don't know, because it's moving so organically on the other side, because, you know, I'm turning it manually over here. So the idea for this is that in my animatronic bird project, there'll just be a bunch of things similar to this inside the bird, so that the only thing you hear is this, which of course you can't hear anything exactly. And then all of these tubes will go into a sound deadened box, and then all of the servos will be in there. And I'll probably have something like this. I decided to print these separate. So this is just an idea for how to wire it up, or how to, not wire it up, but construct it. So it's got these holes in the bottom. This will line up there, and there'll be a servo horn here that attaches to this one, and that'll transfer the motion from the servo over here. Or I might make a version of this that is just, if I get a good servo horn, I can attach the fishing line directly to it, and then that could drive this directly, which could work really well too. And then I'll have to come up with good mechanisms for inside the bird. So that's it. And I wanted to start small on this. So the tubing was like 10 bucks on eBay. The fishing line was about 10 bucks at a sporting goods store. And here's this is what I grabbed. And I just had this wrapped around a bottle because it's PTFE, it's Teflon, so it's slippery. Anyway, have a good day.